Hi, and welcome to Assignment 6, Science Task Review. The purpose of this assignment is for you to be able to look at some Common Core aligned science tasks that are aligned to the literacy standards for the Common Core state standards, and to also look at a potential resource that you could use in your classroom. So let's get started. The first step of this assignment is to visit the Common Core Library at New York City Schools. You can do that by clicking this link in the Assignment 6 area, and it will take you to this website. We're going to be doing our work with the blue search bar on the left. In order to use the search bar, choose a grade level, any grade level. It could be the grade level that you teach, it could be a different grade level. In this case, we'll choose 7th grade, and then click on the button that says Science. After you do that, click Search. When you click Search, you'll see that a list of assignments or units emerges. In this case, this is some texts that are aligned to grade 7 content standards in the city of New York, and also some tasks that are aligned to the literacy standards for 7th grade in Common Core. In order to take a look at these tasks, you're going to click this little PDF icon, so go ahead and click that, and it will open up the task. For this particular task, we're going to scroll down past some of this introductory information into the unit outline. And we're going to look at the culminating task to see really what students will need to know and be able to do. So your goal is to think about that. What do students need to know and be able to do in order to be successful in this task? In order to support that work, we've included some materials for you in the Assignment 6 Schoology area. That particular material is this note sheet for task analysis. You can click on this link, you can download a copy of the note sheet, you can print it, you can type directly into it. Once you print it, if you want to handwrite on it, you can do that. If you are using a tablet device like an iPad, you may need to take some notes on paper, because you won't be able to type directly into this document on your iPad. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Once you take a look at the note sheet, download it or print it, then we're going to go back to the task. And we're going to start thinking about what students will need to know and be able to do. So if I look at this task, it says, you are part of the set crew for the play your school is producing. Use your knowledge of the properties of light and the unique ways it behaves to design a special effects lighting plan for the production. So a couple of things that I'm thinking about is that students obviously will need to know properties of light. They'll also need to know the ways that light behaves. And then, because this culminating task asks students to write a proposal for the principal, they're going to need to know what a proposal is. So that would be something else that students would need to know in order to complete this task. You can make a list of everything that comes to your mind in this little box. In terms of what students will need to be able to do, because the task asks them to write a proposal, certainly that's something that students will need to know how to do, is write a proposal. But this task also says be sure to cite evidence from the texts when explaining how your design will work and why. So another thing that students will need to be able to do is use evidence from texts to support their ideas. So that's a skill that they'll need to develop. And this also says that your proposal should use clear organization, appropriate transitions, precise language, and a formal style. So one thing that students will need to be able to do is organize their ideas in a logical, clear fashion, and certainly that should align with the expectations of a scientific proposal. So take some time and just list everything that students will need to know and everything that you think students will need to be able to do in order to complete this task. Once you're done looking at this task, you're welcome to look at other tasks as well. You might think about looking at tasks that are aligned to the grade level that comes before the grade that you teach, or after the grade that you teach, in order to see how skills build from year to year. Once you have an opportunity to investigate multiple tasks, go ahead and go back to the Schoology forum, and you're just going to click Next. And once you click Next, Schoology will actually take you to a discussion area. There are 3 discussion questions, as you can see here. And what you can do is either participate in an online discussion of these questions, or if you're working with a group of people at your site, you can just have an in-person discussion with them so that you can at least process some of your learning. Enjoy exploring these Common Core tasks, and hope you have fun.